Hello there. How are you? I would like to talk about something that causes a little bit of conflict in at least my locals. I don't know about everybody else, but where I'm from, whenever one of these cards hits the field in front of my opponent, their eyeballs fall out of the sockets. And if you've ever tried to pull a retina back into someone's eye socket, you'll realize that it's a tedious task that I don't feel like going through anymore.
No.
So I'm going to have a nice, quick explanation of these little guys right here.
These ones.
And then we'll all be clear on what they are, what they do, what are the rulings, and there will be no more complaints. You know, this is something Konami should be doing, but when they printed these, they decided to, have a coloring book that explains them in, color by numbers instead of actual rulings that would apply to real life in a card game, which isn't real life. Anyway, start basics. This is an XYZ monster. Xyz is how it's pronounced. I don't like it either. Maybe we'll get used to it together.
Tilt it up.
Forward?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now this card is treated just as any other special summonable monster. A synchro, a fusion, a ritual, goes in the extra deck, not rituals. Anyway.
Oh boy.
That's a good start. What you have to be clear of is this is its rank. The rank signifies what levels of material you need to special summon it, which is also indicated down below. Now, the rank is completely irrelevant from level. So any cards that would apply to level do not affect these types of monsters. Cards such as Gravity Bind or Level Limit Area B, those don't apply. So until Level Limit Area XYZ comes out, you don't have to worry. Okay? Good. Lesson 2. When these are XYZ summoned, you take the material that is a part of them and you place it underneath the two, or as overlays, and they are then treated as Xyz material. They occupy one monster card zone, and they're used sometimes as a cost for effects. They apply, varyingly depending on what the card text says. Now, this is where most of the confusion occurs. Let's pretend these were regular monsters. When you XYZ summon, these monsters are being removed from the field and being treated as a new type of entity called XYZ material. They're no longer monsters. They are no longer on the field. It is a new type. Think of it as something new instead of a token. Something different. It doesn't compare to anything else. It's new. They're not on the field once they leave. So, any card effects like Reborn Tengu will be activated when it is XYZ, used as XYZ material. Tengu was removed from the field to become a part of an XYZ summon, and its effect will then activate. Now, cards...
I mean, this is not official, but it's just the common sense way of thinking right now, because they haven't...
I've done research, though. This is the most research you can do, and this is what everybody's going to be treating it as. There are tournaments, and these cards are legal. There has to be some sort of ruling. Konami judges need to know how to rule these cards. So, when cards like Sangan are a part of an XYZ material, you would think, since they are detached, because, some of the effects will say detach one XYZ material to the graveyard to activate this effect. When the XYZ material is detached and sent to the graveyard, you would think that a card like Sangan's effect would activate. This is incorrect. You're wrong. Naughty. Sangan is no longer on the field when it becomes a part of an XYZ monster's overlay. Therefore, it does not go from the field to the graveyard. It's not going anywhere. It's an XYZ material, and then the material is going to the grave. Cards such as Dimensional Fissure will not apply if a monster is a material for an XYZ monster and then is sent to the graveyard. It is not a monster when it goes from the field to the grave, and it will stay in the graveyard. cards like Plague Spreader Zombie, when they are special summoned and would be removed from play when they're removed from the field, will go to the graveyard because when they try to go to the graveyard when they're initially removed from the field, they can't go to the grave because they're an XYZ material overlay. Therefore, they stay there, and then the effect is forgotten about, and they will go to the grave when the cost is paid.
So basically, you can keep reusing Plague Spreader Zombie's effect.
Something like that, yes.
If using it for a rank 2 XYZ monster.
Let's see if there's anything else I didn't cover. XYZ materials. You know, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. You know, if you have some sort of ruling issue, specific or not specific.
I just have a feeling the Tengu discussion is going to be big.
Yeah, well, I'm fairly certain that Tengu is being removed from the field when it is used as an XYZ material, therefore its effect will activate. We can all debate it. You know, we're the only ones that can figure out the rulings since the manufacturers decided, who cares? New type of monster, you can figure it out, wing it. Let's see. I believe that's it. If there's anything else, we'll do an annotation or something else. Leave some comments. There's some really good XYZ monsters. We'll get into that in another video. You know, maybe part of the sneak peek, or like a sneak to the sneak peek. This is what we're looking for kind of video. And, you know, feel free to comment, questions, rate, subscribe.
Do whatever you need to do. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.